Okay. Howdy, friends. Welcome to another episode of Brandon Tries Stuff. Today we have our first guest ever on the show. This is my friend Karen Bennett. Karen and I have been friends for about 11 years.
Easily.
Yeah. Back around that time, I was just new to drinking wine, and my mind was fascinated by it. And here in Bakersfield, there's not a ton of people who know a whole lot about wine, but I took a recommendation and said, go see this gal. She knows the business, she knows the grapes, she knows a whole lot of stuff. So I walked in and I said, hey, I'm Brandon, I'd like to learn some stuff about wine. She goes, well, cool, just start coming in and hanging out. So
yeah. And
I
he did?
Yeah. We would meet every Wednesday there for a couple years.
Yeah.
And just taste a bunch of stuff whenever representatives would bring stuff by to sell. And she would just pop very nice bottles.
And I told him if he'd been here yesterday, he could have tasted through the whole Dow lineup, including the Patrimony and Soul of the Lion.
Just to get to throw down $1,000 worth of whatever, but I wasn't here, so I missed out. Well, today we're going to look at what is actually my favorite grape in the whole world, Riesling. She's the expert, so Karen, can you give us a short little thing about Riesling?
Riesling, you can find some of the best come out of the Mosel area. You find Rieslings, of course, all over, but basically Germany and Austria. There are several different levels of sweetness to Rieslings, from your basic Cabernet to, oh my gosh.
Trockenbeeren Ausschließer.
That's the highest,
Yeah.
except for Eiswein. And Eiswein is the highest. So you have, oh my gosh, you're killing me now. Cabinet, Spätlese, Ausschließer,
Baron Ausschließer.
Baron Ausschließer, Trockenbeeren Ausschließer.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Eiswein, which, of course, they cannot do every vintage because literally the grapes freeze on the vine and it concentrates the sugars, and they make these incredible and fairly expensive, beautiful dessert wines.
Yeah.
Beautiful grape.
If you ever wondered what two wine nerds do when they get together, they do this.
We
sometimes.
do this.
Not always, but
Yeah.
sometimes. We get a little bit nerdy, and we love it. So some of you may not have understood all of that. That's cool. Just hang with us here. We'll try to break it down a little bit for you. This, the one that we're drinking today, is the Joh Jos Christoffel 2001 Riesling out of Mosel, Germany. I could go get a little nerdy about it, but they're really specific in Germany about where the grapes come from, and all that stuff is on the label. If you really don't know a lot about German wines, it's confusing as can be. All you really need to know is this is from the Mosel area, and it's from 2001, which they say is the second greatest vintage ever in Germany, and it looks like this. Now, one of the interesting things is they, the experts, say that as white wines age, they get a whole lot darker. Well, this baby's 21 years old, and it looks almost like the
It's
day it was
just
made.
just gold
It's
and
crazy.
yellow and gorgeous.
Looks fresh
it
as
does
can be.
look fresh.
So, what do you get on the nose there, Kara?
Oh, well, heck. I was going to say hell, but this is your video.
Yeah.
It's got that incredible, typical smell of petrol in the nose.
It smells like gasoline a little bit. Yeah.
Well, petrol's so much nicer to say petrol. We're being British here.
Yeah.
Undertones of, like, really, like a light honey tones, honey, a little bit of apricot, not quite ripe.
It's an apple, for sure.
Apple for sure.
For sure. I'll tell you what, you smell it, you're going to be excited to give it a drink. So, let's see what she's got.
Shoot, I just want to look at it, smell it. No, I am not worthy.
That's good.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of, go ahead, I'm sorry.
It's almost tart in the finish.
It's got great acid.
It does have great acid.
Great. This is not what, again, the experts would say is a sweet wine, but there's a little bit of sweetness there for sure that I think most people would find. There's people who like sweet wine. I think they would still think this is sweet enough to please them, But people who like a quote unquote drier wine, the crazy acid on the back end is going to make it probably work for them too.
Oh yeah.
This is good.
And all of those little honey tones, apricot, apple, they all come through
They really do.
right through the finish. Beautiful long finish on this wine.
The apple is almost baked apple-ish. Like you get like some of that if you like bake the apple in brown sugar.
Yeah.
Almost, you kind of get that kind of thing. It's pretty outstanding.
And you only brought one bottle.
I only own one bottle. That's all I got left. I got rid of the wine collection for the most part. This is one of the few bottles I love because I love this stuff. Here's a little thing you can do. A lot of people like to get their children on their 21st birthday a bottle of wine from their birth year.
Right.
Well, this is 21 years old now. They always say you got to buy a big, bold red wine if you want it to last 21
Port.
years.
Port's always good.
Yeah,
Good
fortified
vintage.
wine for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Okay? Buy a Riesling. This thing is spectacular. It'll be spectacular on their 31st birthday.
How
I'm telling
much,
you.
what did you pay for it?
This was like 50.
50.
Yeah.
And when did you buy it?
Like 3 or 4 years
3
ago.
or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That is an excellent price for this Riesling.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'm not saying it's cheap by any means, but it's good. I guess that means it's time to wrap up. Guys, thank you so much, Karen. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
He's moving.
I am moving.
And
I
I am
am.
going to miss him like crazy. But you really should also take a little better look.
There's a picture coming as well. So thank
There
you,
you
everybody.
go.
Talk to
Thank
you all
you.
soon. Hit the button, would you?
Yep, I'll do that. Okay.